Okay, so this is the final part in creating your StarCraft 1 campaign mission. I'm going to try and make this as fast as possible, otherwise this will be a 30 minutes video. So, first off, triggers. Classic map triggers, just go in here. Now, we're gonna take this on a bunch of scenarios. Now, the first scenario is that you're building a defense mission and you want that mission to end at, say, the 20-minute mark. So the main objective for that mission is to survive for 20 minutes, then the mission ends in victory. How do we code that? Well, we go new trigger. We select the players that this trigger is to apply to, so player 1 and 2. These are the players that are controlled by humans. Condition new. Now, lots of scary stuff here. I generally 9 times out of 10 only use elapsed time. So this is basically the in-game timer. So when that timer reaches a certain time, this trigger will activate. So we go exactly. I always use exactly. And normally 20 minutes is 1200 seconds. However, we want to add 5 more minutes. So what you want to add 1500. Hold on, give me a second. Math is hard. So 1500 seconds. Now, why do we want this? Well, this trigger will activate at the 20-minute mark, even though here it says 25 minutes. 1500 seconds is 25 minutes. Well, because this elapsed scenario time works off the in-game time, not the real time, and the in-game time is bugged. The in-game time, so 99% of players play on the fastest game speed, because any other game speed is unplayable. And at that fastest speed, the in-game timer actually accelerates in order to catch up, because the game timer is designed around the normal speed. So say the timer in game that you can look at and be like, man, I've played StarCraft for an hour. That timer displays an hour. However, the game interprets that as, for example, an hour and 30 minutes, because you have been playing on the fastest difficulty. So while you have 1 hour of real time, you have 1 hour and a half of gameplay. Yeah. So anyway, that sounds complicated. It's really not, but I don't think I explained it right. However, the main idea, just add 5 more minutes and you should be fine. So this will activate at the 20-minute mark. Now new and just go victory. And boom. Now I've already done this once. Now when you reach the 20-minute mark, the mission will end in victory. Now, how do we code, say, an attack? First off, you hit Ctrl plus L. This will enable the location screen. How do we use these locations? Well, first off, we draw a location 7. Then here will be the unit that will be attacking. Next up, we draw another location. Say location here, location 8. Now location 7, we add some units. We go player 5 and just add some units that will be the ones attacking. So yeah, attacking, so location 7. And these guys will be attacking location 8. So classic map triggers, all players, new. For these, I think they work for all players. Just do that. New. You could go elapsed time, exactly. I'm gonna put 5 seconds. Okay, then new, we go order. Issue order to all any unit owned by player 5, because that is the player, at location 7 to attack location 8. So location 7, location 8. Is this the player 5? Let's check. Forces, and player 5 is orange. That is indeed player 5. So now at the time that we introduced here, at 5 seconds, all units that are controlled by player 5, the orange Zerg, at location 7 will attack location 8. And you just want to rinse and repeat this for the whole duration of your mission. I'm not going to do that because that will take forever. However, that is one of the main struggles. Yeah. So yeah, there's that. But that is how you code an attack. Okay. Now let's hop in the game and I'll show you how this looks like from the player's perspective. Okay, so here is the trigger that I added to spawn in those 20 Marines that you saw. So for player 1, because that is the Terran, and obviously the Terran controls the Marines here. So when the timer reaches 15 seconds, create, so the action is create 20 Terran Marines at location 1 for player 1, location 1 being here. So that is how you create an attack and how you spawn in troops. Now you can max those two, combine those two. So for instance, I spawn 20 Marines here, then I order them to attack. You can do that as well. Because there is a certain max number of units that can be on this map at once. So now let's take a look at what other triggers are useful. So I generally like to go for elapsed time. So let's say 60 seconds. Action. So there are some more like you could set a new mission objective and all that. Talking portrait transmissions, you can add in-game messages. You can look around. It's pretty intuitive. However, the last complicated thing that there is here is the AI. So how do we make the Zergs actually work? So we do that by using this run AI script at location. So remember where we put 60 seconds, like 60 seconds ago. Yeah. So at 60 seconds, execute AI script. Now here this looks very intimidating. However, I suggest you not bother with these. I didn't. It's just not worth looking over all this. Just scroll down to the bottom and here you will see Zerg. I generally just like to put Zerg Companion Insane. And now I forgot to put a location. I'm just gonna correct it now. Give me a second. So location 9. So select the player that this trigger that is where you put the location. So for me, this player 3. So you can see at 60 seconds, this script will activate. So at location 9, this Zerg will play as the campaign insane AI. So he will build troops, he will attack on his own, he will defend on his own, he will build structures and all that. If you want it, of course, I recommend you do it. And that's basically the main things about triggers. I don't think there's something... I mean, there are obviously other triggers that you can do. However, these are the main ones. So, yeah. You can also play around with these a lot. Yeah. So you can center the view. This will move the player's camera over to a location. If you like have some, for instance, Zergs, the Zerg troops that are going to Umbaro, you can move the player's camera over to that location. But yeah, this is about it. Now, to show you what a complete mission looks like, this is a full mission that I played with one of my friends. This is the bases. Yeah. Here are some terrain, I built this on an ash world. Here are the Zergs. Here are the attacks that I've coded to attack. And if you look at the triggers, here we have some reinforcements that will spawn at the 20-ish minute mark. So 15 thermal Goliaths and all that. Yeah. And here are all of the attacks. Now these attacks are for like 15 minutes, so about an attack every 2 or 3 minutes, and like big attacks. So yeah, this is what show you the locations. Do not frighten. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. Obviously, this is not a spectacular mission. I did this in about a few hours. However, it is playable and it is quite fun. Um, you can see the mission briefing. I did exactly as I told you. Yeah. So yeah, this is about it. Thank you for watching, and I hope you build a map that you had in mind.